Hello, welcome to the Steve and Crypto Show. My name is Crypto Zoo.
This is Steve.
And this is presented by thestevestrout.com. This show has been a long time coming, and we figured the pandemic season is a good time to finally get it going. So once these episodes are out, you can go to thestevestrout.com and check them out there. There's going to be links. Anybody who's featured on the show, we're going to make sure we have links for their promotions and whatever they be pushing your way, so you can check out what they got. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just excited to finally start recording this. Like you said, the pandemic kind of slowed things down a little bit. And I think COVID has made it a little more difficult than we thought it would be. And we thought we'd be able to just, okay, we're stuck home. We could do this. But neither of us know what the hell we're doing, for starters. So it's like kind of, we're learning as we go. So obviously, our first few episodes are probably going to sound like shit. They're not going to sound perfect, but I think we'll probably talk about some cool stuff and have some good guests that you guys might enjoy. Like 3 or 4 of you that are listening. Hopefully more eventually, but I love the 4 of yous. And so in this show, what are we going to talk about?
Oh, man. Our love for horror movies, the horror culture, pop culture in general, comics, movies, movie reviews will be in throughout. Board games even from time to time, because, we are bored at home. So it's a good time to break out those games, break out the Scrabble, we're not sticking to just local things, but we definitely will promote local things, but we're branching out, and so it doesn't matter where you are. We want to feature you. We want to, let people know what you got going on. So we're going to try to cover the bases and just talk about all sorts of different things on this show. And hopefully there's something for everybody.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's just going to be a broad spectrum of topics, just everything I'm hoping to do a lot of interviews with a lot of guests, some of my favorites, some people I don't know about that I want to learn about. There's not really going to be any topic that we don't touch on. If it's interesting, then we'll probably talk about it. So let's find out who you are.
Okay.
Who's Crypto Zoo? By the way, I'll probably slip and call him Caleb a lot because I've known him since he was, I think he might have still been in high school.
Yeah.
I'm the old man of the team.
Yeah.
I'm like Batman, he's like Robin, but we don't have the cool toys or fancy.
You don't want me in that
deal.
suit. I don't want to have that suit on, please. Don't give me the Robin title. There's got to be another. I'll take Kato. You can be Green Hornet. Give me Kato.
How about Beavis and Butthead?
Okay, I can work with that.
I think that's a little more fitting for us, or Ren and Stimpy, like something. Anyways, like I said, I'll probably slip and call him Caleb, but this is Crypto Zoo. Who are you? Who's Crypto Zoo?
Well, I'll just tell you that I kind of got into the whole cryptozoology thing at a pretty young age. I was around 3 and discovered Harry and the Hendersons, and which actually takes place in Seattle, pretty close to home. So I watched that, kind of started my whole interest in Bigfoot and the unknown, and it went on from there, and eventually became a stage name for me, so yeah, I enjoy the idea of these things that may or may not exist. I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole, because I could talk about that for a while, and we want to keep these 4 listeners that we have. So anyway,
we'll wait till we get up to like 10 listeners, and then we'll get into that topic.
And then I'll bore you with that. So, but for now,
you mentioned your stage name.
Yeah.
I know you're a musician. You're
Yeah.
a drummer. You're a hip hop artist. How did you what inspired you to get into music?
I also started drumming at a pretty young age, just on the floor, beating on pots and pans as a little baby, and being in school and you know, got to pick like band or choir or whatever, and I didn't really want to sing, so being on a drum seemed pretty fun, and stuck with it from third grade, I'd say, you know, all the way through school, and well, eventually I kind of dropped out and just started doing my own thing because I didn't want to play in marching band anymore. But
Hold on.
I've been playing.
Let me clarify. You dropped out from school band, not from school.
yeah. I stayed in school, but I dropped out of band class. And just decided to get a drum kit and just teach myself at home. And I've been playing in bands since I was about 14. Local bands, you know, from jam band stuff to prog rock to even some blues stuff back in the day, and then eventually started DJing around 21. Got some turntables and was DJing for people around here. Branched out and started rapping a little bit, and I'm pretty shy, but I decided to get the courage to do it on stage. And you know, one or two songs here or there, the response back was like, okay, maybe this is something I could roll with for a while. And so I was DJing for some guys and was trying to kind of say, hey, you know, I'd like to do some more vocal stuff, but everybody wasn't agreeing with that. So I broke off and started doing my own thing. And some other local guys noticed that. One of my friends that I've known since I was 6, and we decided to make a little group by the name of Function Music Group, and we started that back in 2014. You know, we're not all in the same place right now. Music is still being made, but, you know, I hope that down the road we can do some shows again. You know, we'll see where this pandemic thing takes us, but, you know, for now that leaves time to at least write and get things gathered up and ready for when the time comes.
You actually, if you mentioned Function Music Group, I should probably mention that we've been using a clip from one of your songs as our intro.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
Tell us about
actually that song is called Crazy, Lost My Marbles. And I basically just you know, I kind of, one of the lines I say, picture Wolverine on an acid trip. And that's what I want you to picture when you listen to this song and get that visual of just someone going completely insane. And everything's backwards. We actually filmed a music video for it a couple of years ago inside of a haunted house, Haunt Townsend, which has taken place many years here in Port Townsend. We managed to slip in there and do a little video, and thank you to Haunt Townsend for inviting us and letting us do so. And you were actually featured in that video. Our friend John was featured in that video. That was a hell of a time.
Yeah, that was a fun experience that, you know, 3 hours took 3 hours of my life. I should have got a little more screen time, but it's all right.
I know.
I ain't mad about it. It was still fun. I had a good time.
You had fun time clowning around. Oh, there's a little spoiler as to who you might be in the video, right?
Yeah. Well, I think everybody was a clown in the video. But, you know, actually at the end of this episode, this is going to be like our pilot episode where you guys kind of learn who we are and what kind of stuff we're going to talk about. But I think maybe at the end we should play the whole song.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So let's do
that.
that.
We fit that in.
So at the end, we'll run the whole song for you guys so you could hear the whole song and see if you can pick out Crypto's voice in the song. But yeah, what else do you do besides music?
Oh man.
Do you collect stuff?
I collect plenty of things. I've been a collector all my life. I mean, I started collecting rocks when I was little, and then eventually changed to, you know, more media stuff, more nerdy shit. So, yes, I still collect CDs and DVDs. I want to hold that that media stuff. I want to hold the music in my hand, Streaming's all right, but I want to hold it. So I collect those things. I collect comics when I can. And I definitely collect Funko Pops.
Yeah, that seems to be that kind of blew up over the last handful of years. I remember seeing them on the shelf when they first kind of came out, and I was like, "Oh, those things are cute. They won't last." And now they're like the big collectible. Like people are going crazy for them. Like, have you tried? I'm pretty sure you have. Like when the new exclusive pops come out for like a convention or something, trying to order the damn things online, like
it's a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. It's impossible almost.
Yeah.
This year was a little easier with all the conventions shut down, so there was more available online. But before the plague hit and the world shut down, it was like crazy. It was nuts.
Yeah.
But so we're talking about collectibles. What's probably your most cherished collectible?
Ooh, that's really hard. That's a really hard question. Okay. Let's get this out the way. I am, and I'm kind of going left field for a second. I'm as far as horror icons go, I'm a big fan of Chucky. He's my favorite. So I do have a shelf of Chucky. I do have, probably every Funko Pop they've made of him so far, aside from the new 10-inch one that's hard to find. And I have like a little NECA figurine of him with the heart of Damballa and whatnot. I also have a new autograph photo from Jennifer Tilly. Thank you very much, my friend, for that edition. So yeah, I have a shelf of Chucky. That's one element, that I really cherish. As far as collectibles. And then I have some old comics that I've kept over the years. And you mentioned Beavis and Butthead. I actually have a couple of Beavis and Butthead comics, and
those were Marvel, right? Did Marvel put
yeah,
those out?
Yeah. I have Beavis and Butthead. I got like Duckman, and these are just all old comics that I've had for a very long time. What was the other one? I have like Michael Jordan or Charles Barkley versus Godzilla.
Wow, that's kind of cool. I'd like to see that one. I think you might have mentioned it a while back, but I don't think you ever showed me that, because I love me some Godzilla.
Oh yeah,
but that's pretty cool. So you'd probably say the prize is the Chucky collection.
It's hard to say. I mean, I guess so, but then I start thinking about all my comics that I have, and okay, maybe I'll just give you like a highlight comic. Like there's one that I really, really enjoyed, and it is Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. It's a hell of a combination.
That's quite a. Who wins? Who wins that battle between them three? In your opinion, if you wrote it, who would win?
Oh man. Well, I mean, Ash can actually die. He's the only one that really
cancels him out. So
yeah. So I'm gonna cancel him out. But then of course, when you think about the Freddy versus Jason thing, it kind of goes to your fandom. Like, which one do you like the most? Is what who you think won, because both of those guys are so damn powerful. I am more of a Jason fan, but I would like to say Freddy. I would like to say Freddy wins because he has the supernatural element.
Right. So, but would Freddy have to go into Jason's dreams? Does Jason have nightmares?
That's a good question. He can. I think he does. Yeah. I think he does dream.
You think? Speaking of, I was gonna say maybe you should write your own little story, but then I was thinking like weird fan fiction online. Like, you think there's like a weird fan fiction where they end up like hooking up and gets all weird?
Yeah, I'm. Sounds like you already got some ideas for that. So if
I'm
you want to
thinking
start
that,
writing,
like the wheels are turning in my head. So I'm kind of thinking I might have to write some weird Freddy versus Jason. Maybe Ash will be involved. He could film it.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
he's gonna need something to do.
Before this gets too weird,
let's keep moving on. So that's a highlight comic for me. And another one that comes to mind is I do have a Blunt Man and Chronic comic book, Jay and Silent Bob, and it is signed by Jason Mewes. And that was from when we went to go see the guys do their thing out at Clearwater Casino, and we bumped into Jay after the show, and he signed it.
Yeah, Mewes is always super cool when we see him. Like, I've seen him at multiple shows, and he just always is friendly to everybody and takes time to everybody. I know you haven't met him either, but I've yet to meet Kevin. Someday I'll meet. Someday when we have like 100,000 listeners, he'll come on the show and talk some shit with us.
We can only hope. And we'll be like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And then he'll just finish the rest of the thing, and say that with love. I say that with 100% love. But
yeah, hey, it'll save my breath. But okay, so you're talking about some of your favorite things. What is one collectible that, like a dream collectible, like a holy grail?
Like something that I want?
Something that you wish you could have.
Well, okay, so I told you I got the shelf of Chucky. Obviously, I do want one of those, like, screen-used dolls. They have them. They're about $500, and it's hard to drop that.
Well, that's it? Only $500 for a screen-used Chucky?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Not from the new movie.
Not
from that new remake.
No,
right?
not from the remake.
Okay, no, the robot ones. No.
Yeah, no. All love and respect to Mark Hamill, but no, not from that one.
What did you think of that movie?
Boy, it's fun for 2019 when it came out, and being that they touched on technology being turned against us in a way, kind of like going rogue, having a mind of its own. That's a cool idea. But I think I even remember one of the later Child's Play movies, Chucky says something about don't fuck with the original. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking about something else. But I like the whole idea of Charles' soul in the body of the doll, not just like a robot doll. I like that it was more human, and
for sure.
The longer he stayed in the doll, the more human he became.
Right.
He started bleeding, and he thought he was invincible for a while there. So
we
don't get that. We don't get any human traits in this new version.
No, I dug the new version. It was entertaining, and I feel like I would have appreciated it more if it wasn't Child's Play, if it wasn't Chucky, if it was just another movie about this little robot doll that went crazy and started killing people. That would be more.
Yep.
If it wasn't Child's Play, if it wasn't Chucky, and it was written as something else, I think I probably would have enjoyed it more. But like I said, I'm more into the little possessed doll. That I don't know. I don't think this one is smart ass enough either.
And again, as I said, I love Mark Hamill. He will always be the voice that I hear in my head when I read any Batman comic and Joker is featured. I can't help it but hear Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill, and that will forever be that way. I love Hamill, but
I think his voice work was great in the movie. It sounded cool, but it just it shouldn't have been Chucky. It should have been something different name, the same story, just throw a different name on it, and I would have been happier. But anyway, so you want a real? I
would love one of those life-size
screen used Chucky doll.
One of those life-size dolls would be cool, or maybe like a prop from Evil Dead, something like that.
That might be a tough one to find.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be a big one. It could be like the cuckoo clock or the deer head. I mean, I'm sure everybody wants that, but give me the deer head with the white eyes. And
that's cool, man.
Hello, this is Igoro, host of the Igoro Show, and you are listening to the Steve and Crypto Show. So keep your ears open and your mouth shut.
So so now we're finally getting the show going. What kind of goals do you have for the show?
Well,
like, who do you want to reach? Like, who do you want this to be for?
Well, you and I are I say with love, and we're a couple of nerds, and so this is for people like us who get excited about things, who are passionate, who like sharing things with other people, you know. So we hope that when you listen to this show, you want to show it to your friends and say, hey, check this out, you know, these guys kind of remind me of us, or whatever. Or maybe they remind you of your goofy friends down the street. But either way, you know, I hope that you have a good time when you listen to us. And you know, we hope to just connect with people that enjoy the same things we do, and you know, maybe they can even down the road, you know, people that are listening can direct us to people that we might not be familiar with, or movies or comics or art that we are not aware of yet, you know. So I'm just looking to branch out and see what comes from it and have some fun.
That's cool. So no lofty goals, like you're not trying to.
No. I mean, I want
use
to
it as like it's just like an outlet.
Yeah. I'd like to promote
shit you like to talk about.
Yeah, I want to promote some friends and, you know, projects that they have and things that they're doing and whatnot. You know, things that we're doing. So.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I want to do. My goal is to use this as an outlet for creators to promote their projects, whether it be a new comic or a novel or a movie, or, you know what I mean? I don't want to limit it, you know what I mean? But I want it to be available. Like, I want people to reach out and be like, hey, I'm working on this album, and I'd love to, you know, promote it with your people. And, you know, that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. I want people to reach out and say, I think my audience will like your show.
Exactly. And you know, we want to, you know, promote other people and what they're doing. And I'm going to start with this one right here. I've been listening to Night of the Horror Files for the last week or so, and those guys are very entertaining.
Yes.
You can look them up on Stitcher. Check them out. It's, I believe, Lee and his wife. I'm misplacing her name at the moment, but it's been a very entertaining listen for me out on the road when I'm working. So I checked out their episode. They kind of review movies. They'll walk you through it, you know, and just discuss it and what's happening, and drop little bits of knowledge and facts that you might not know already. And
like Lee, like, dude knows his shit. Like,
yeah.
He does research and he knows a lot of stuff. Like he refers to himself as a know-it-all, and he is, but in a cool way. He's not like one of them dickhead know-it-alls that you just want to throat punch or something. He seems like a cool dude. He loves it, and he's opening up this whole world of horror that we both love, that a lot of us love, to his wife, who is, you know, like, the whole premise of his show is like his wife is a virgin to these movies, and he's making her watch them, and then they're doing kind of reviews, and they just go off in these crazy tangents about just whatever. Like I listened to the Frankenstein episode recently, and they went off talking about whether they gave Frankenstein a big dick or not. Like, it's, you know, it's just crazy stuff like he comes up with, but he's knowledgeable. He's just not goofing off. He's like really putting work into it, and it sounds great. It's a fun show.
Yeah, it really is. The first one I listened to was House of a Thousand Corpses, and then I listened to part of Leprechaun, and then Today I listened to their episode about The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing, and so I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but definitely go look them up. I check out a lot of my podcasts on Stitcher, and I know you can find them there. So look up Night of the Horror Files.
Well, you go. There's our first little shout out and promotion to a friend. Yeah, they're good dudes, but like I said, that's what we want to do. We want to promote you guys, whatever you're working on. And this is really not about us. You know, it kind of is, because we enjoy talking about what you're working on and what we're into. But this is mostly, like I said, the platform for you guys to promote whatever you're creating. Because we're all creative in our own way. So, like, we all need to help push each other.
That's right.
That's what podcasts are for. That's what social media is for. Even though social media has become kind of a big mess with all the political stuff and world events kind of taking it over, but deep down inside, there's still that outlet for all of us to show off our shit. So
yeah, and everybody needs an escape. So, every now and then you need to just say, fuck that noise. I'm going to turn on a podcast. So
hopefully you turn on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. We hope you turn on this one.
The Steve and Crypto Show, and you'll always be able to find it at thestevestrout.com. And, we actually already have a couple interviews put together that we'll be sharing very soon after this little intro episode. You got any questions or anything you want to add?
I did want to say that I'm slowly but surely adding more things to Crypto's Corner, which is just a spot where I decided to share like things in my collection. So every now and then I'm gonna throw something up. You can just follow me on Instagram, and I whether it's a comic book or a CD or a little figurine, Funko Pop, whatever. I'm throwing things up just to show people what I've been collecting over the years, and then you can share things with me and show me what you got in your collection.
So are you gonna post the prize Chucky wall?
Yes, eventually. Yes, I will.
Eventually.
And some items, may or may not be up for trade, up for sale. So, if I post something and you see something you like, if you have something that you're looking to get rid of, let me know. And I just might want it for my collection. I just might have something that you have, that you want as well. I actually, I used to collect quite a bit of Star Wars figurines when I was a kid, and I have plenty of those from when I was 6 or 7, and it's crazy to even look at them like, man, I used to be playing with these out on the front porch, and now they're, just kind of sitting around.
They stopped becoming toys.
Yeah.
Like mine, I have a ton of
Can't
toys.
do that anymore.
Like you see my setup, and I got like all kinds of toys and weird shit all over the place, but it's not toys anymore.
Yeah,
it's decor.
The collectibles.
My decor, but which everybody who follows me on social media has seen all my stuff. Hopefully, whoever's following me, I'm the Steve Strout, like everywhere, Twitter, Instagram.
You can find me at CryptoZoo88.
You read my mind. Answer
there
my
you go.
question. And you're on Instagram and Twitter.
Yes.
CryptoZoo88. All right. Well, basically, hopefully, a lot of my traffic from the stevestrout.com comes over here and listens to us, and most of them should know by now what I'm about. Basically, I've been running the Steve Strout for, years. 10,
quite a few years now.
15 years, I don't know, a long time.
Yeah.
A long time, and I've done, just reviews and, cover pop culture conventions, Comic Cons, horror conventions, lots of interviews. I've been doing that for a long time, and I figured finally it was time to translate that into this podcast, because one, it's the thing now. Everybody's listening to podcasts, and honestly, the biggest reason is when I used to do my interviews, a lot of them I would do over the phone, and I would transcribe them. And when you talk to really chatty people, and you try to listen and play back the interview and type that whole damn thing out, it's tedious.
Could you imagine having to type out some of the, possible interviews with any names that we have mentioned in this episode earlier before? I think any of those people that were name dropped would be pages, pages upon pages for you to type. Yeah,
for sure. It would be, trust me, if you look back through the old Steve Strout archives, you'll see some lengthy, very wordy interviews. So, but
if you got the time, there's some great content there.
I'll still be doing that stuff on there, but I'd like to focus more on this. So that's pretty much it. I love promoting things. So let's promote your stuff. Come on and chat with us. And say it's about that's who we are. That's probably a good introduction to us, and hopefully you guys are interested in what we're hope you guys smell what we're cooking. Yeah, we'll reference wrestling a lot because
that's gonna happen. I mean, I kind of snuck one in the beginning just when I said how you doing, but that's that's a deep cut there. So anyway, moving on.
Anyway, yeah, let's like I said, hopefully you guys dig the show, and we're gonna enjoy bringing it to you guys and have some fun. So, like I said, at the end of this episode, we're gonna play Crypto's song from Function Music Group.
Yep. Crypto Zoo, KP the One.
We should actually have KP come chat with us sometime.
I would love to get all the guys.
He's a funny dude. He's a funny dude, so he would be good to chat with. But that's for down the road. We got, like I said, we got a couple good interviews coming up with artist named Bradley Baird, who is big into horror and is huge into horror hosts like I am. I'm trying to push it on Caleb, but he's kind of like, he's fighting it. But
I got some horror hosts here and there that I've watched, but I don't know. I guess I'm still stuck in the 90s.
You got Shudder now. You're stuck in the 90s. You should be watching Joe Bob Briggs. He was like the man.
The Crypt Keeper.
He was Joe Bob. Watch Joe Bob. Watch The Last Drive-In on Shudder. You're gonna love it.
I will.
Thanks again for hanging out with us. We're the Steve and Crypto Show. Before we run, we want to remind you about the Bradley Baird interview, along with a couple other great interviews we have coming up with some awesome comic creators named Greg Smith and Scott Adams. Now, we did mention before we're going to play a song for you. This is the song that we've been using as our intro music. It's from our very own Crypto Zoo. So, without further ado, check out Crazy from Function Music Group featuring KP the One and Crypto Zoo. Thanks again, guys. We'll talk to you soon. And don't forget to follow us on social media, CryptoZoo88 and The Steve Strout.
Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all to the FMG Circus Show featuring KP the One and Crypto Zoo.
C-R-A-Z-Y is what is going through my mind. I love it. I lost my marbles. Hey, I lost my marbles. Hey, have you seen my marbles? Hey, I lost my marbles. C-R-A-Z-Y is what is going through my mind. I love it. I lost my marbles. Hey, I lost my marbles. Hey, have you seen my marbles? Hey, I lost my marbles. Breaking doors down like here's crypto. Make
way. Looking for marbles that I lost, I'm not feeling myself today. I know crazy and karate, right to the bar in a Kawasaki. Laughing and slapping up everyone, don't give a fuck to your best, you still can't stop me. Who got my marbles? Hey, you got my marbles, it'd be wise to give them up. Without them, I can't be harmful. Picture Wolverine on an acid trip. No right or wrong, I'm losing grip. Lost my mind, you say no reason to jump, and I've abandoned ship. They're looking like they just saw Casper, the friendly rapper. I will cause disaster once I raise hell and silence the chatter. Bring a ladder, your attempt to leave only makes me madder. Sasha open like a raptor, bite your Adam's apple after. The local scatter, you're in pain and all you hear's my laughter. I'm quite insane, pull out your brain and rearrange the matter. Finish my game, throw your remains inside a trash compactor. I still ain't found my marbles, time to start another chapter.
C-R-A-Z-Y is what is going through my mind, I love it. I lost my marbles, hey, I lost my marbles, hey, have you seen my marbles? Hey, I lost my marbles. C-R-A-Z-Y is what is going through my mind, I love it. I lost my marbles, hey, I lost my marbles, hey, have you seen my marbles? Hey, I lost my marbles. I'm out of my mind state, I'm hardly ever sober. I'm all up in my feelings, these bitches say I'm bipolar. Because I'll choke her and wring her neck, and then the next sec I'm holding her like it's all my life that I've known her. Then stick a sword down her throat like we in the circus and make it look like an accident, but it was on purpose. My life has one purpose, it's fuck bitches, get money and get money out these bitches. I got my sliced serpents, I'm all up in your bitch's house and boy she likes twerking. I left a video for you to see just how I murked it. Your bitch ugly anyways, it's cruelty to animals, bestiality flow, she looking like an antelope. My nigga, I'm on one, boy, and ain't no stopping this. I'm just another member of the rise of the apocalypse. I'll do you dirty in the worst way. I'm in the crib fucking your daughter on her 18th birthday. C-R-A-Z-Y is what is going through my mind, I love it. I lost my marbles, hey, I lost my marbles, hey, have you seen my marbles? Hey, I lost my marbles. C-R-A-Z-Y is what is going through my mind,